John here from Life with a Table Full. I've struggled to get some content up, so instead of focusing on what's really detracted me, I'm going to focus on something cool, and I'm going to show you some of the cool features of life out here in the woods before we leave the woods. So enjoy. I'll take you guys on a little trip out. This is the property that we live on currently, and I've not mowed it purposely because we knew we were going to sell it sometime early spring. And wanted to show you one of the most redeeming qualities of this property. It is over 100 degrees right now. Upper 90s, over 100 degrees. Sweltering. You know, makes you catch your breath. You know what I mean? It's so hot. This is part of my property. And am I lost? Nah, I know where I'm at. As hot as it is outside, even if I didn't have air conditioning, I could find a place to cool off. I went around in a circle. Took the wrong turn. But this is one of the things we first noticed about this property was the ravine system. Kind of showed you that. If you ever saw my video about the rain catchment, seen that. That's a nice little prickly pear. Took a friend out here, came visit me, Ed from Four Blessings, and I took him down here. And I wanted to show everybody this. Oh, I can already feel cooler because of the trees, but I can lose 20 degrees of temperature by going down in this lower ravine. I'm still about the same level as my where my shed is. This is new. When you walk through the woods, you have to look for spider webs. This is an animal trail, by the way. We found it right away. If you come to right here, it ends. And then everything drops off. But I'm going to take you folks down here a little trip. If I don't fall down, it's pretty steep. Oh yeah, I can feel the temperature going down already. A lot of growth down here. Some sun got down here recently. This didn't used to grow up. Oh yeah, I can feel the cool now. You can see the rough trail that the animals leave. All right. Kids have been down here, left one of my tools down here. Yeah, it's about a good 20 degrees. It's 100 degrees out there. It's about 80 degrees down here. That's the edge of my property. But as you can see here, this ravine system is huge. I mean, and it's rained a lot, so it's flattened out a lot. This is the part of this property I'm going to miss. Now, when my wife had the bad weather and I told her to go hit the ravine system, I meant for her to come here. She ended up a little bit further up. I'd take you there, but it's crazy. Every bit of this ravine system up to that orange flag is mine. I've never gone past the flag, not because it's not my property, because I'd rather be on my property. And I want to see what's on my property. There's a big deep ravine that goes that way, and there's a big deep ravine that goes this way. Now this one goes to where we had a little camp out. Let me move some little spider webs here. You can see where all the water has moved out. Where the sun hits, it's kind of warm. Sorry, spider. We've had a lot of rain. Whole lot of rain. And what I found at this point is that the ravine is so steep, you can't get out. Or it's very difficult to get out. My kids have a hard time. Last year was so dry. Even the spring was pretty dry. We had issues. You see that big bedrock right there? I'd love to pull that thing out and drag it up to the front. Those rocks. So the rocks are here. It is pretty weird. All right, you may not see this very well, or you may, if you got a keen eye like I do. You see the little narrow, very steep animal path? That is where they came. Right here in this little gully to get away from the really bad weather we had a couple weeks ago. After the tornadoes hit Franklin, my wife and my kids were very, very leery about staying here. And it was during the day when I was still at school. Anyway, I'm gonna try to make it up. I'm not wearing the proper shoes. Oop, little pause. Lots of brambles catching on to me. We'll see if I can make it up this little, it's starting to wash out. You see all that? It's almost straight up and down. There's a little bit of growth to show you a little bit of an incline. But that's about a, man, I don't know what percent grade that is. Oh, I got it. I just need to reach up there and grab that tree. And I might be able to get out of here. I got a bramble stuck in my beard. Imagine that. All right. There we go. It's steep right there in that last little bit. Okay. The struggle is real, folks. I just climbed up from down there. Get an idea how deep that is. There's my feet. Straight down. JP had picked this spot out, Big Brother B, to have a little tree house. I'd intended on doing that. I had the wood for it. And these trees are all close enough together to make a really nice tree space. But he brought his teepee out here. I'm sorry, his tent out here, and it got damaged. It's been out here ever since. I might take it back, salvage part of the parts for another tent. We'll see. But I need all those stakes, for sure. For sure, for sure. But anyway, still part of the property we own. We're about to sell it. We're under contract, anyway. And look, there's a ravine on this side of it. See it over there? Might see the trees over there. And on this side of it. This is why he loved it so much. Because there's ravines on both sides of this. You walk out, still on the property. And you've only seen in what we've done so far just a span of about an acre. And there's 9 acres of this. You see it starts to dip down. There's still a little bit of the ravine. Our current property is covered with brown-eyed daisies everywhere. And they're starting to make, I don't know what that is. That's not brown-eyed daisies, is it? Oh, that's the seed pods. Never seen them before. There's mesquite growing too right beside them, all over the place. This is out. Cleared part of our property out by the road. Fence line's the neighbor's property. I suppose I've been extremely lucky in my life because I've never ever been face to face with a snake. Knock on wood. I'll probably run into one today. This is pretty deep stuff now. There are trees growing here. I don't know what kind of trees these are. They're popping up all over the place here. Might be a good sign for the future owners. They look almost evergreen. This is the road. That's the edge of our property. You see where the fence line is? And it goes straight into the woods. And that's where we came from. That house is our neighbor's. They keep horses. Beautiful horses out there. She has about 10. Never seen her put a saddle on them. Not even sure why she has them. But I really love this property. I wish I didn't have to sell it, but you know, my wife has different dreams, and there's a very likely possibility we'll be moving to our new property in the next month. We put a bid out on a property, and it's got the same bones without the ravines. Lots of potential. Lots of potential. And the difference is this property doesn't have water, a water source other than rain catchment. That other property, we're pretty sure that it has water. Ooh, that's milkweed. Look at all that milkweed growing right there. And my son didn't know it grew wild here. That's interesting. Cool. I should grab some of that and take it in and show the wife. That is definite milkweed. I didn't even know it was seed time for milkweed. Look at that. Those of you know, milkweed is a great attractor for monarch butterflies, and our son is a huge monarch fan. That is a project that never got done. We get to the new property, I promise you it will get done. That is I was going to make a chicken house out of it, but I'm going to pull it apart and actually make a greenhouse out of it. Story to come. Talk about that later. All this wood right here that I piled up, I was going to build a tree house. I got to burn it. I'm going to be burning that tonight. Might actually burn it out here. Don't know yet. We'll see. But as you can see, there's projects everywhere. The wind did a lot of damage to stuff. My aquaponics bed broke. That's my elderberry plant. One singular elderberry plant. I have a big patch out not far from here. But gotta go get them. Ooh, it's hot. I wish I'd have stayed down the ravine now. Anyway, that's my place.